Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo, and a double live come for you today. We're back from the winter break, played a few matches, been a bit of transfer news which we'll go through briefly, but two matches for you today. We're starting off away against the bottom club Stuttgart, so hopefully a good result there. We have got back to winning ways. We won the last live come we did, and we're against the bottom club, so hopefully that will be okay. After that we face Bayer Leverkusen, and that is a home game, and then 9th. So we'll see how this goes today. A few bits of business to get through first of all. So taking you back to last episode, we won 3-0 against Nuremberg, a hat-trick for Alexander Andreev. Great performance, and one that was definitely needed because we had a bit of a poor run before that. We didn't win in 5 matches, but we had some tough games. This one we were probably expected to win it, and we did so. So as you can see, we played some friendlies off camera just to keep the match fitness up through the winter break. So we faced Newcastle and drew. We beat Bordeaux 2-1. Soons and Frank are getting the goals there. We won 4-1 against Rödinghausen, who are in the 4th division. Brasnic, Andreev, Kohler and Sergio scored there, and then against Dart affiliates. Interhaken, it was a 4-0 win with Kohler, Strebel, Brasnic and Kambuka scoring. Transfer developments. The sale of Philippos Selkos to Atromitos in Greece has been confirmed. His playing time has sort of decreased over the few years. He was a January signing in 2023. Didn't really set the world alight and didn't really do particularly well. We had a decent season there. We got a few goals and assists, but for the most part, hasn't been a great signing. We made a bit of profit on him in terms of sale, £120,000. So he's gone. And also Andy Zeffi has gone to Augsburg. That fee is £205,000. Again, a player that I don't think I really gave a fair chance to. 14 games, only started 8 games last season and only started 2 this season. So it was a player that I didn't really give fair chances to, but he didn't score very much either. He got a hat-trick in a cup game, Zeffi, but that was it really. Got 1 league goal. So didn't really play well, but I don't think I really gave him a fair chance. We do have a few signings to show you. There's a couple that I made sort of in between the windows. I made about sort of October time, and obviously didn't get him done early enough to join us in September. So we've got a couple of right backs. One is Thomas Ryman, who is 16 years old, and we've signed him from Urfa, only £60,000, so very cheap, and he's not earning anything at all really. He's on a youth contract. So he's 16. And one for the future. I doubt you'll really see him in the first team. He's got 4-star potential. He looks okay. He's got some decent attributes in there, but I don't expect that we'll be playing him in the first team. Leon Vitia, who is Swiss. We've signed him from St. Gallen. £950,000. It's expensive, but he's good. He's 18. He's also a right back, and he's a good right back as well. Fairly professional. Technical attributes aren't great. Tackling's good though. Mentally, he's got some good stats in there. Decisions 14. And we also got a player up front. And there might be 1 or 2 more strikers coming in as well. I've gone for some young strikers to try and find, to try and sort of improve the second team and give ourselves some good sort of fringe players. So we have Rito Emery, who's also Swiss. He signed from Luzern, £230,000. He's a forward. Fairly sporting, which is good. First touch is good. Decent free kicks and technique. Dribbling and finishing is okay. 10's good for a 17-year-old. Some good mentals in there again. And physically, again, looks pretty decent. There's a couple of strikers that might still be on their way in. And also, Martin Tamat. We're awaiting a contract for him, but I think there's been a number of teams made a bid for him. He's 17, and look at him. 17 years old, and he looks like this. That's unreal. And he's been around for like 3 years as well. So he was like 14 at the start of this game. Is that correct? He's actually played a couple of games for the first team for Stuttgart. He was on the transfer list for 0. You can't turn that down. We're going to pay no money for this guy. And his wage demands aren't that bad in respect of how much money we have. He looks phenomenal. And he's 17. And hopefully he joins us. Briefly look at the league table. We're in 6th place, so we are inside that European spot. And we have a game in hand. But Hannover, bit of a gap up to 5th. There's 8 points between us and Hannover. So we could close that to 5 if we beat Stuttgart today. They're bottom. They're not having a good time. But we'll see how we do today. This is the team they're going to go for with this first match. Mercuri's going to play in goal. It's a no-brainer because he's been fabulous. At the back four, we're going to go with George Cooper, Sally, Toons and Kircher for the back four. Cooper's done well in the friendlies, so we're going to give him a game today. Kohler, Chetin, Dogru and Strebel in midfield. Strebel wants some more first team football, so we're going to try and give him some. Hollaback's been doing okay actually. He might not have scored, but he set up a few goals. Strebel's not really done anything for us so far. Up front, Sergio and Andreev today. Andreev got a hat-trick in the last league game, so we'll see if he can kick on from there. And we're going to go with Sergio just because I think he's the best option of our remaining strikers. Him and Fuchs. Apparently we're underdogs. I don't agree with that. That's what I've said. Okay, off we go. They're bottom, so I'm expecting a result here. Oh, it's just started snowing. Lovely. Not great weather conditions, but let's see what happens here. The snow is falling in Stuttgart. Kircher wins the header, and here's Bernard Strebel. Could look for an early cross, but finds Mustafa Dogru in space. And goes for, finds Kohler on the wing. And a cross in there. Andreev can meet that with a header. And he's got it back. Keeper makes a save. We've got a goal kick, but a nice early opportunity there. Why are you showing me this? Just stop. We've got a nice orange ball as well because of the snow. Can look for Strebel on the, not the overlap. Oh, what's happened there? Strebel has just completely stopped. What on earth just happened? Did he pull up injured? It didn't look like it. It looked like he just stopped in his tracks. I think he forgot to let. I think he left the iron on. I think. Oh, he just scored. It's the second goal of the season. Strebel stopped in his tracks. I think he left the iron on or something. Oh, dearie me. Well, he scored the goal. I don't know what happened there, but that was bizarre. But we've managed to get a goal, and it's only 7.5 minutes in, so a good start. Great volley by Strebel as well. Nice place shot with the right foot. That's a great goal, and we've been needing that from Strebel. It's been a bit of a poor signing, but maybe he'll come through in this second half of the season. Looking for another good performance here today. Cooper with a throw-in. Gives it away straight away. And Levin with a long ball forward. And here's Farai. We've had some good results against Stuttgart, but they still get goals against us. And Mercury forced into a save there from Wolfsgaard. Scheuer with the corner. It's headed away at the near post by Strebel. Here's Farai. And a Kanak goes for goal. And again, Mercury forced into action, but simple save so far. Turns with a header forward to Dogru. Strebel. He's got Kircher on the overlap, but goes himself, goes for goal, and he scored again. 2 goals for Strebel in this first half. I think the winter break's done him a lot of good. He's come back a different player. Georgie turns with a header forward. Dogru to Strebel, and then a great run. Cuts inside to Strebel, and then a far corner shot with a left foot. Nice finish. 2-0, and there's a few minutes left of this first half. We've looked well on top. And that's half time. I can't really complain with that. And Stuttgart are trying to create some stuff. They are making some good... They're playing some decent football. They're just letting them down in the final third. There's another weak effort straight at Mercury. They're letting themselves down when they're finishing. They've had 7 shots, 5 on target, but they haven't been good. Augustin looks for Tete and finds him. And we need to track back and make sure we get it off. And Farai goes for goal. And, oh, well, Edouard Leuven scores. It's 2-1. That creeped under Mercury. But we didn't deal with it very well. I mean, Tete had lots of space to go into. Defensive line probably could have been pushed up a little bit more. I think we're playing a bit too deep. Took a lucky deflection off of Sally. And then Lowen's effort, it was pretty tame. Mercury should have done better there. Yeah, we've got a very deep defensive line. I don't think we want that. And let's remove this stay on feet as well. But we lead 2-1. We're okay, I think. Like, they've not had a lot other than that. If we don't win this game, then I will be disappointed because... Yeah, this is Stuttgart and they're bottom, but they hired a new manager on Christmas Day, so it's 2-2. So at the moment we aren't going to win the game, but yeah, they've got a new manager, and that always happens is that whenever we face a team that's just changed their manager, they end up performing, and it's always us that seem to be on the receiving end of that. Augustin has a shot. Mercury again should have done better. I bigged him up, and now he's not done too well. I've gone attacking. There's 10 minutes left. We need to win this game. Going forward, though, we have been poor. Andreev's going to come off for Fuchs. So we've changed both strikers. I can't believe we're not going to win this. They're bottom. But there's a minute left. We're not going to win this match. That's 94 minutes. And I'm just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle now. How have we thrown this away? If you ask me, that's a bottle job. We were 2-0 up against a team that are bottom. And we've ended up with just a point. That's disappointing. We had 2 goals, but we didn't create anything else. They actually had a clear-cut chance. They had 2 half chances. They hit the post. I think that goes down as a bottle job just because we were 2-0 up. Tana is going to be joining us. He's declined to join any of the other ones, so we're going to be getting Martin Tarnack, that 17-year-old striker I showed you. He looks fabulous. I can't wait to use him, and he might jump straight in because he looks really, really good. And he can play a variety of roles as well. This guy might jump straight into the team. He looks fabulous. He looks amazing. He's 17. Andreev has food poisoning. We've got a tough run coming up. We've got Saturday, Tuesday, Friday fixtures. That doesn't seem very fair at all. But on to the Leverkusen game. They are 6-4 favourites. Haven't won in 5 matches though. They're looking in a bad run of form and they're in 9th. Team news. Andreev, he had was it the food poisoning? Yeah. So he might not play. Perfect excuse to give a debut to Martin Tarnack. So that's what we're going to do. I'm also going to replace Georgie Tunes with Joao Riccioli, and I'm going to replace Markowski. Cooper with Markowski. Also, we're going to bring back Demelt for Dogru. So, Bayer Leverkusen then, they've got a good front three of Paulinho, Volland and Rafinha. Interesting. They also have Kraus and a blacked up player called Palacios. They've got Malcolm, Julian Brandt. They've got a few real players left, Leverkusen. Corner, Kohler, 12.5 minutes in. And it's Strobel at the far post, but the shot is blocked. And here's Retsos now for Leverkusen. Farrell. Being unchallenged here. Right, we are still on low defensive line, aren't we? Let's sort that out. Set up completely wrong then. Farrell has just done all of this unchallenged. Here's Paulinho, goes for goal. Not on target, but yeah, they had a couple of early chances here, Leverkusen. Not on target, but they're creating. Silva with a free kick here just before the half-hour mark. It's saved, and wow, Pongrasic has just missed a sitter and hit the crossbar. Rafinha injured himself with a free kick. Goodness me, he injured himself taking the free kick. That's kind of funny, but again, I've never seen that. We have not looked great here. Possession, yeah, but very few shots. Only 2 shots at goal. And it's 1-0. Oh no, wait, the referee's going over to have a look. I don't see anything wrong with that though, so let's see what he says. Well, it's just skipped to the replay, so I'm guessing it's been given. I didn't even know why did I skip that? I don't even know. This has not gone well today. I'm not sure what's really gone wrong for us. We have not really done anything different. Leverkusen lead 1-0 at half time. That was a bizarre first half. We need to be doing better than this. We'll keep it as is for a little bit though, and let's see what we can do here. Go for a show some passion. Let's see if our luck changes in the second half. We trail. We haven't looked good, but let's see what happens in the second half. We're just not having any shots. We've had 3 shots at goal. We're going attacking. Sergio's coming off. He's dried up. Bring on Fuchs. Oh, Kohler, corner. 65 minutes played. And it's cleared. And Markowski did not go towards that. And I don't know why. And Palacios has only got 1 more defender to beat. And he's beating him. And how easy was that? Come on, guys. Matthias Palacios. It's 2-0. What has happened to this team? Like, this is the opposite of last season. The winter break seems to have made us worse. We bowled it against Stuttgart and threw away a 2-0 lead. And now we are playing awfully against Leverkusen. What is going on, guys? Strobel was just like had a complete reverse performance from the last game. Holleback's going to replace him. I don't know what has gone on with this team, but suddenly they're playing awfully. Also, Demelt is looking knackered. So we're going to bring on Presthofer for him. 3 changes made already. 1 shot on target in this game. What has happened to us? This has been a dreadful performance. Let's go for it. This is awful. What has happened? Silva again. Like, someone tackle him. They're running rings round us. Malcolm's through. And, wow, that was actually not far off target. They are completely running rings round us. How has this happened? 3 minutes left of the game. They've got a throw in. It's a header forward by Chetin, but it's just, again, given straight to them. It's been a weird couple of games, and I don't know what's happened to this team, but they've suddenly just completely dropped off. And Palacios, again, look how much space he's got. That's criminal. You can't do that. And Palacios should have scored it. There should be 3-0. Well, 3 minutes of injury time had been played, and I think the referee is about to blow his whistle. And that was the worst performance of the season so far. That's the worst performance in a long time. I don't remember the last time we played that badly. That is very disappointing. I've got to go aggressive with that. I've really got to. We're training hard tomorrow. Yeah, no day off for you. That was dreadful. I don't know where that's come from. But that is the weakest performance this team's had in a long time. We've had some bad defeats, but they were against teams we were expected to lose badly against. I don't remember the last time we just didn't really create anything. It was so bad. It's going to be a big fight for these like Europa League spots. But we need to be playing better than this if we want to stay there. That has been a bad couple of games. We threw away a 2-0 lead against Stuttgart, and we've just been, well, not thrashed, but humbled by Bayer Leverkusen. They completely ran rings around us. So let's have a look then. So we've got Werder Bremen and then Cologne. We've got Schalke in the German Cup, and then 1860, and then Dortmund, and then Wolfsburg who is 16th. Mönchengladbach who is 2nd. Part of me wants to play that cup game, but I think we'll wait till we get to the quarterfinals. Because, as I say, we haven't long faced Schalke in a live com. It was not that long ago, so I don't want to face them again. So what I think we'll do, I think we'll go to Mönchengladbach next time. So I'll try and get through this 6 games off screen. We're going to Mönchengladbach, but 2 games there without a win. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. Thank you very much for watching. We need to back up our ideas because that's 2 performances where we should have had at least 3 points. And against Bayer, I mean, if we'd lost 1-0 and played alright, I'd be okay with that. But we played badly, well, really badly. So we need to sort things out because that's, yeah, 2 without a win. Let's get back to winning ways again. But I will leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.